Hey, crafty babes. Andrea here. Let's make an Unpocket page using some of the muted, softer colors from issue number 25, Sweet Summer. This is a page I am creating for my 6-ring 6x8 Citrus Twist album. They just recently came out with 6x8 albums to complement or, be a little bit different than their typical Life Crafted albums, which are Traveler's Notebook sized. I had to jump on that because, I love my 6x8 pages and had to get back into rings. It's been really fun. So I'm actually doing a page on a skate update from April. So I wanted to use just some of the more muted colors because if you look at the photos, they are, they've got some green and some lighter colors, and my skates are white with yellow wheels. So I wanted to use those colors. And what we're going to do here, since I've picked the 3 colors, we're going to do like color on color, clusters here. So I've got some of the, kind of avocado green. I forget what I named this one. I think this is Picnic in the Park is the name of this color. So I've got the Polaroid, I've got a label, and I've got a little word strip, and then I'm doing some for the yellow and for the pink. The pink is going to have a little bit of a multicolor situation going on, and we're kind of just auditioning a couple of things. This issue has been really fun to create with all the bright colors, but this is the first layout that I've done with the more soft colors, and I really, really love it. I love it so much. So here I'm picking up a yellow heart here. This is from the Faith Printables pages, and I am going to just pop that over with the yellow side. So at this point, I'm kind of just going to look through my stuff, see what else I have, maybe trim out a couple of things here. I've got this other heart. I'm thinking I wanted to maybe, layer them. Always with more labels. I just feel like when you've got 3 things, it really makes a good cluster. And then let's see, what am I doing? I'm going to look through some more stuff just to see if there's anything else I want to use. I want to use that space at the very top. So these pages are meant for a 6x8 album, but I cut mine out 7 by 9.5. Or is it 9 by 7.5? I forget. Anyway, I have a template for it. I just used I used a piece of cardboard, like a piece of cardboard backing that you get when you get your paper sent to you from scrapbook.com. I just trimmed that out, and then I wrote the size on it so that every time I need to trim out my pages, I just go get my cardstock and I use my template and I print them, or I cut them out. So it always leaves room at the top, which is really fun because then you can use it for decoration or titling. Because with these pages, I don't do like a traditional Project Life page where I've got a week card or a title card. And these are not pages that are really conducive to a title in general anyway, like a traditional layout would be. I'm not big on titles. I haven't been for a really long time. So for me, I don't feel forced into a title, but I do love the extra space that the top allows here. And that way I can do some extra clusters, or maybe I stamp the week, if it's like a weekly update or, something like that. So here I'm just trimming out a few things, and I'm realizing that that particular photo doesn't have a lot of room at the top of the photo. And I did misprint this photo. If you can see, there's a bit of a gray line at the bottom. I popped it into my template, and then I didn't move it properly, and it had this extra little gray space. So we're going to address that as well. But I ended up switching it because I really felt like the other photo that had more room at the top would allow me to not have to tuck those things into the back of the photo. I could actually put them on top of the photo. So I'm using a floral from Kelly Bangs, a ticket from the ephemera page, and a little art cluster from Amy. These are all included in issue number 25. You get print-ready digital printables, and they are amazing. They all coordinate, but they all have their individual looks. So it's really fun to mix and match you always just kind of have stuff that will go together. That's what I love about a cool collection like this. And then I've got an April wood veneer from Color Cast Designs that I'm going to put there in that space. I'm going against my original design choice here and picking a piece of ephemera that has a lot of color. But I'm kind of putting it off to the side. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go with it. I'm just auditioning it, seeing what else might work. It feels a little heavy over there on that side, so I'm definitely not going to add it there. But we shall see. So at this point, we are ready to glue. I've auditioned enough of the cards together, and this is exactly the layout that I will stick with. So I will not have you sit through me gluing everything down, but I'll show you just a little bit, some of the ways that I kind of keep the same cluster as I glue, is just kind of trying to keep things where I had them is always a little difficult. And I love to use my little tiny attacher, and it's a lot easier to do that, to just kind of grab the cluster and just give it a good staple. And then you can kind of glue on later. That's always a quick tip. I'm definitely going to use that April wood veneer, so that's going to stay there. I'm going to glue that down. I think I'm going to do the green one next. Oh no, we're just going with the heart and the label. All right. I totally forgot what we were doing here. Oh, I did put a little teeny piece of score tape. I put it right down the center so that there's a little bit of definition, like the ends of the heart pop up a little bit. Instead of using a foam tape, I just did a little score tape. I'm starting to throw some stamping on here, which is a little earlier than normal, but apparently I just didn't want to forget that I wanted to do that. Sometimes that happens. And I feel like I have an idea right now. So I'm trying out, this is a stamp from issue number 20. Yeah, 20. Wait, 19. 19 was the best summer ever. It was last year's 2021 summer issue. And I did a roller skate in that stamp set, and I'm just kind of testing it out to see if it looks good with this pink heart and pink label, but it feels like, I don't know, it just feels like it's out of place. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just glad that I didn't stamp it on anything permanent. And that's why we do test stamping around here, because sometimes you do regret your stamps, and I totally get that. So we've got all the green clusters going on now. Going to get that cluster glued down and get the card down, and then we will begin a little bit of journaling. Oh, that's right. I did decide it would go right there on the little corner. That's right. I did use it. How fun. Well, I am really glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching a little bit of my process as I make a Unpocket page. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I will have links down in the description of how you can get your issue number 25 magazine. By the time this video releases, the issue will be released, and you will be able to get your digital copy for sure. Depending on when you watch this, I don't know if there are going to be any stamp sets left or any physical magazines, but you'll just have to go to the shop and check out everything that released in the July release. We will just add a couple of stamps to the end here and kind of wrap it up, kind of adding a little bit of some corner lines and just having a little fun with that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk soon.